All right. Hello, everyone. The time is now 9:13 on this May the 4th, Thursday night. Be with you. I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan, honestly. I should have mentioned it in our earlier shows that it's May the 4th be with you. Not like May the Force, but May the 4th be with you. I don't know. Okay. But it's kind of fun. Sometimes we're almost to the weekend. But we do have some clouds and some rain chances that will be increasing. It's not going to be a washout of the weekend, but notice here on satellite and radar, we do have some of the stuff trying to pop up that will continue to push eastward. But hello, everyone. If you're joining on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, come say hi in the comments. Tell me about how your week's been going, how your day's been going, how your life is going. I'd love to have a chat with you all. Exactly what life is all about. As I kind of get things pulled up here. Is this working? It is working. I think this is working. Let me share this onto my page. And yes, I have everything pulled up. So if you're here joining us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, come say hi in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from, how your life is living today, how are you doing, because it is nice to chat with you all. All right. So here's what we got going on. You know, it's been pretty cool the past few days. I guess I could start off with this graphic. The past 5 days, temperatures have all been below average. Our average this time of year now was 83 degrees. Last Saturday was the last time we got up to 81. The rest of the days since Sunday all the way to yesterday have been in the 70s. So it's been a cooling pattern that we've had. We've had this big omega block over us, which hasn't really impacted us too much in terms of rain or clouds, but it's been giving us a persistent northwest wind that has been keeping temperatures kind of on the lower end. But we'll finally warm up as we round out the weekend, especially as we get towards next week when we could be seeing our first 90-degree day of 2023. Right now, it's actually rather comfortable outside if you're heading out for any plans Thursday night, you know, any of your May the 4th plans. 63 degrees right now. I'm making 63 in Perry, still showing 72 in Montezuma, 58 in Sandersville, and 16 in Edenton. So it's actually kind of not that bad out there at this time. And this morning, it was pretty cold. Some of us were even in the upper 30s. It was a very cold morning. Luckily, we're not going to have to deal with that. We're going to have some clouds that will be increasing. That'll kind of act like a blanket. Hi, Marvin. How are you doing today? Happy Thursday to you. I hope this is going to work. Okay. Watching from Megan. Nice to see you. Hey, Pamela. How are you doing today? Thanks for being here. So here are some of our high temperatures today. A few of us did make it into the 80s. Sandersville and McRae both made it into the 80s, but Macon down through Dublin and Perry only into the upper 70s. Yet again, another day of not even making it into the 80s. Warner Robins, America, 78, down towards Milledgeville, Eastman, 77. So it was a pretty nice day, honestly. I'm not excited for these 90s. I'm not a big fan of the heat and humidity, but you know, it'll be okay. We'll kind of get through it for right now. And let me go back and show you satellite and radar again, just to kind of show you what's happening. So this is another frontal system with a low pressure that's spawning some rain showers and storms, but some more severe weather over Texas for tonight. This will shift eastward. We shouldn't get any of the severe threat, but there will be some sprinkles of rain really through Saturday and Sunday. It's almost going to be like a summertime pattern where it's going to be very hit or miss with exactly who sees the rain. Not going to be a washout, not going to really slow you down for the weekend. We could have a few storms popping up here and there, especially on Sunday. That looks to be the more active day. But for the rest of the tonight, increasing clouds, the overnight low 50 degrees. So we won't be really down to the 30s anymore. A few of us make it down to the upper 40s, but predicting a low for 50 degrees here at Macon. Some of us even maybe get into the low 50s. So not going to be that bad. And tomorrow is a fun day. It's Cinco de Mayo. If you have any Friday evening plans, we'll have to deal with a lot of clouds throughout the day tomorrow. It's very uncertain with this forecast. There's a bunch of different kind of factors that are going into tomorrow. We could see a sprinkle or two, not expecting a lot of rain, but we could, I can't really rule it out that we could see a shower or two. I'm kind of getting some conflicting different models and forecasting tools that are showing there could be some rain tomorrow, but really the big problem with the weather, I guess, will be a lot of clouds. This is in the evening from 4 to 8 o'clock. Temperatures will be into the 60s. Should we get up to around 78 degrees tomorrow? But it is going to be a cooler and cloudier day. And again, we could have a sprinkle or two, but not really expecting a lot of rain for tomorrow. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Happy Thursday to you. Not expecting a whole lot of rain. And then we're on a big warm up next week. After this front kind of moves through, we're getting under an area of high pressure, and it's really going to be like a heat pump. We could see our first 90-degree day of 2023 on Tuesday of next week. That's what I'm forecasting the high to be, 90 degrees. The average time that we usually see our first 90-degree day is May 5th. So we're right around where we should be. We haven't really had any April 90-degree days for the past several years. I think our last one that we got 90s in April before May was like 2016. So most of our 90-degree starts have been average. Our first 80-degree day was very early. We got it in February. But here we're actually pretty average for when we get our first 90-degree day, which is right around May 5th. And that's tomorrow. But by Tuesday, it's still going to be a pretty average time that we do see our first 90-degree day. Hi, Karen. How are you? Looking forward to the warmer weather? I mean, honestly, I'd be fine if it stays like this. It's not too bad outside. I can roll the wind. I roll the windows down today on my way to work. I was like, it was a comfortable kind of day. I don't want to go back into the 90s and the humidity. Walk outside and just instantly get some sweat. I'm not a big fan of that, honestly, in my opinion. But it will be nice to kind of lay out in the sun and be like, So here's the 10-day forecast. Tomorrow, lots of clouds. Again, we could get a sprinkler too. I'm not really expecting a lot of rain, though. Most of the day should be dry, 78 degrees. On Saturday, we kind of keep that front that actually finally moves through that's out in Texas right now. So it's going to pick up with the breeze. Winds will be gusting up to about 15 miles per hour. So it's just going to be a little breezy. Then we get a few showers around, hit or miss. Otherwise, some breaks of sun, 81, finally back into the 80s after about 7 days in the 70s. And then on Sunday, we really ramp up the heat, 87. I think we will see some more activity on Sunday than we will on Saturday. Some storms around, but again, it's very hit or miss. It's not going to be a washout of a weekend by any means. On Monday, we could be seeing some more scattered activity, scattered storms, still 87, and then 90 for the first 90 of 2023 with some storms still firing on. It really looks like summer next week where we got just the storm chances every day into the 90s. That's the one thing I don't love about summer either, is that around here, when we're in summer, it's just, back into the 90s, some scattered storms in the afternoon, and high humidity. Bye. So I'm trying to delay that as much as possible, because it really gets into a rut when you're doing this every day and saying the same thing every day. So if we could put this off a little bit with the 90s and the humidity, that'd be perfect. But yeah, then we're even warmer next Wednesday, 91, partly cloudy, and then we finally drop back down. So we kind of almost get like a little bit of a heat wave before we kind of get towards next weekend. More rain chances kind of begin to pop up. So we're starting to get into that unsettled pattern. We do have some rain chances around, some 90-degree days. Otherwise, that's really all I have for you. We will have a warming trend coming up, a few showers for the weekend, and then our first 90-degree day of next week. Hi, Ronnie. How are you? I'm looking forward to the spring carnival at the mall in Warner Robins, GA. I love WGXA. What's your favorite fair food? Oh, that's a good question. What's my favorite fair food? Oh, that's a really good question, because I don't know. What am I supposed to say? I guess can I kind of, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'd have to go for like a deep fried Oreo. If you have one of those, you can only have like one or two of them. If you have more than that, it's just kind of like, But we'll have I'll say some deep fried Oreos are my favorite. Yeah, you should be good for tomorrow, Ronnie. I think there could be a sprinkle or two of rain, but it's really not going to be bad. I think just we'll have to deal with a lot of clouds and temps really in the 60s by the afternoon, but the highs should be right around 78 degrees. So it's not going to be a terrible day tomorrow, just a lot of clouds to deal with. Otherwise, the warming trend is on the way. And I'll leave you with a little Cinco de Mayo planner tomorrow for planning out your Friday night too, whatever you got going on tomorrow. Pick your time when you're going out, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Lots of clouds still around. Temperature should be holding into the 60s through the afternoon and into the overnight hours, and getting ready for Saturdays. That front begins to approach with a few showers for the weekend. Of course, I will have a full report on WGSA News on ABC 16 at 11, so I hope you join us. We got some fun news stories and awesome times for the news. So come and check us out, and I will see you all then. If I don't talk to you all before next time, have a great weekend or have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you later.